Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. We are live. Hoteps and hoes and hoteps. That is the subject of the conversation today. As I asked in the title, are hoes and hoteps the future of Black love? to ask this question as seriously as possible on the heels of a link up between Sukihana and the good Dr. Umar Johnson, built school for boys, should be opening soon. I'm asking technically a serious question here. That when you look at the Black community and you look at where it's going, you look at how a lot of the women operate. There is a group of men who advocate for all that they do and they can do no wrong, who advocate for men doing what I call diving on the grenade, going to, help them out, be there for them, even if you're not even sexually or romantically involved, be their mentor to cheer in, or just go be full-blown stepdaddy, go do that. That's what the community needs of you. And these men also promote polygyny and seeing as that they're all essentially socialists, which means that they're going to, consistently vote for to subsidize and subsidize and incentivize everything that the women want to do, everything that they want to get away with, everything that enables them to continue to keep doing what they're doing. It's like it's a perpetual state of these men. This woman could do no wrong and they're going to be there for her no matter what. There's always going to be bed bugs to impregnate them, and there's always going to be hoteps to come and let's clean this thing up. Let's keep trying to clean up this stain that will never get clean. Let's get ready to go. Let's get it. Asking the question, are hoes and hoteps the future of Black love? Let's get ready to go. Let's get it.
Peace, folks. This is X from TPOT Media. Open your mind and wake your black ass up. You know what time it is. Hit that damn like button as you make your way in the door. Grab a seat, settle in, get ready. It's the Grown Man Hour with your host, my man, Bernard Riley.
All right. Oh, there we go. Camera was down. All right, we are back up. But before we roll the clip of Machismo TV to the guy Beta Male Police, who says, bro, really waited for Ramil to get off live. I had no idea Ramil was on. I don't even get Ramil notifications. So you pulled that one out of your ass. I came on late because I'll stay late. I ideally would like to come on at 10. I came in from out of town and started my shit up and had to play with my camera and do all my stuff. So no, don't come over here making up stories and starting shit talking about bro was waiting in the bushes. I had no idea the man was live. I do not get his notifications. So you can get the fuck out of here with that. You can get all the way the fuck out of here with that. And going on not right now while I'm on runs me into more conflict. I don't even think I share an audience with Ramil anymore, but it's other people on, like Anton. At least I think Anton be on right now. Obsidian be on right now. It'd be all kind of people on right now. So to not be on when Ramil is on, that's probably a better place to be on at the same time as Ramil, because I don't even think we share an audience no more. So nah, fuck out of here. Anyway,
this is madness. This is Sparta.
All right. Now, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, shout out to Machismo TV.
Welcome to Machismo TV, the ultimate destination for modern men seeking to upgrade their lifestyle. Subscribe to Machismo TV and Saul T-Balls. We stream daily from 12 midnight to 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the best male-centric content. Highlight reels without reviewing or providing any editorial bias to the content. We have done so much, with so little for so long, we are now qualified to do anything, with nothing.
Shout out to Machismo TV. We have done so much with so little for so long. We are now qualified to do anything with nothing. Shout out to Machismo TV. Make sure you go and subscribe to that. The best male-centric clips show and highlight reel show in the business. Make sure you go and check that one out. Shout out to the Early Bird Squad. Those that make it in bright and early. Mike and Vince Perkins says King Kong consciousness and Keisha match made in community heaven. I think there's a lot of truth in that. Emin Perry in the building. Shout out to you. Hoop Jargon Media Network in the building. Let's get it. Mr. GQ Smooth in the building says straight torture of the sightseeing of the community. Thank you very much. Ghost Illmatic in the building. Shout out to you. Says LOL. Yes, that's what Courtney means by SYCBM. Save your community, black men. I don't have nothing wrong with just the title of that. It's like a weird thing. It's like, you know, like Black Lives Matter. Okay, yeah, Black Lives Matter. That's true. We get it. But when you scratch beneath the surface, there's some stuff you don't agree with. I don't see nothing wrong with just the general premise when you talk about, you know, black men being community minded, but who are they being community minded with? You know, are they trying to save and preserve the black community that is strife just shot through with what we can only describe as like baby mama culture? You know, some would try to argue what's the men that's leaving these families. They're breaking up these families. Okay, did he leave her and the kids, or did she leave him and take the kids with her? I mean, was he jerked around through the system from the start? Was it, you know, those are questions that I ask. But either way it go, it's a whole culture of that. It's a culture of no families and no actual community. So if somebody's talking about, you know, saving that, but the people who talk about saving it, most of them are talking damn near about preserving the bullshit that's there and figuring out roundabout ways to make people more comfortable within the bullshit, which I don't think that's saving anything. I think that's more so guaranteeing destruction, in my opinion. But Big Kev says, yes, Next question. Thank you. I love when I ask a question and somebody just give a straight answer. Straight answer to the question. Shout out to you. Holding my nuts in the building says peace BR and peace to the chat. Best show on YouTube. Man, hey, listen, you don't have no idea how humbled I am when I hear people say that. I halfway don't believe it my damn self, but I'm extremely humbled when y'all say that. But all right, let's get into it. Shout out to everybody in the building. Who else we got in here real quick? Hoop Jargon Voice. Devin D says, what up? Credit Police says, so wait until Ramil done. Cause you niggas are obsessed. You niggas are obsessed. I literally did not know the man was on. I literally do not get his notifications. I literally got shit going on in my life in the morning before I start my show that don't got nothing to do with anybody else doing on YouTube. And based off all of my analytics, I share an audience more with Anton and Obsidian. And I'm always on. I'm on at the same time as them. My analytics don't show that I share an audience with Ramil. Y'all are pulling this out of y'all ass. Me and Ramil don't share an audience no more. The analytics show it. But I'm on competing against the people that I do share an audience with. Fuck out of here. Y'all need to squash the beef. Is it a beef? Are you talking about a beef between me and Ramil? I don't beef with nobody. If it was a beef, I didn't know it. Y'all are trying to create one. Y'all are trying to create one. Thank you, Dark Knight Mentality, saying there is no beef. Y'all acting like, he's saying there's no beef. Dudes in here acting like females. Yeah. Yeah, all damn day. All right. So he's saying Ramil had a fire stream with the game niggas and 21 convention canceled via Donovan Sharp. Okay. This is all news to me. This is literally all news to me. But all right. Y'all making it seem like he was like he was talking shit about me in the stream or something. Y'all making it seem like I was the subject of the stream, or you know. Like, damn, y'all goofy with the shit. You goofy with the shit. Shout out to Matt Wee Sports in the building. Says drop the link for, man, get the fuck on. I put the link in my chat every day. Anybody can come up. But all right.
These last $2, I'm not gonna lose.
All right. Let's get back into it. Let's get into it. Thank you, DeMac the Trucker. Thank you, DeMac Trucker. He said Ramil had a stream. Bernard has a stream. What the fuck is going on? Y'all are acting weird. All right, I see, and this is where I fucked up when I emptied my block list. I'm seeing names I don't recognize coming in here talking crazy. Y'all probably was on that block list for a reason. I emptied it out. I probably need to start back sniping people out. But all right, getting into my show. Let me pull something up real quick. As I get into this thing. All right.
Hold up.
All right. Let's get into it now. First things first. Shout out to Shay Charday for doing some homework for me. Because all the stuff that I needed that I was trying to look up, she already had it in one place. So I'm jacking for beats. I'm content jacking because I was trying to find all this stuff, but she already found it and put it all in one place. So I didn't have to go look for it and find it. So I'm just gonna steal her shit. So shout out to her, Shay Charday. Do appreciate her doing the homework for me. do appreciate her doing the homework for me. Shout out to Osama Abdu in the building, says BR, the percent of Hoteps is drastically on a decline, while 304s are on an upswing. Mathematically, no chance in that unless the Hoteps all have a harem. I think that's kind of baked into the cake. I think that's part of the equation. Like when they're talking about polygyny, they're talking about them being the man who, you know, who has a harem of women. Umar said he's gonna have 2 queens. We're talking about them having a harem of women, 2, 3, 4 women that may have kids by other men in the whole works. You know, it is what it is, but they're gonna have their harem, and they're gonna do that in the name of the community with their fist in the air. You know, that's what's going to happen. You know, so yes, it don't matter if the Hoteps is drastically declining and the hoes is drastically going up. Hoteps can be on the decline, and hoes can be on the up and up. It don't matter. That's the way they want that community to function. Where either external forces take care of the kids, the biological father necessarily don't take care of the kids. It's a few, you know, serial impregnators slanging community semen, making a bunch of baby mamas. The Hoteps want to galvanize everybody to come, you know, pitch in, take care of these kids. And if you're a man who the women find up to snuff, you can go and have like 4 or 5 of them at the same time. That's, you know, that's what it is. That's the Hotepian community that they're going for. But thank you, Osama Abdu. Do appreciate you coming. All right. Let's get into this, because there are some people who thought that the image, the link up between Umar and Sukihana was random. No, that thing was in the works for a while. It was a long time coming. This is the Marvel origin story behind the picture, the link up you see, the link up of hoes and Hoteps. Here it is.
So how would you shout with Dr. Umar?
But I love a Pan-African king. You know,
King Kong.
King Kong consciousness. I'm very pro-black, so I care about my people. And I feel like if I was to pick somebody to fuck on, it would be Dr. Umar. And that's what I said in Grinch.
You know they call her Suki with the good. I know.
Hey, I didn't click on that one, did I? Did I click on that one, or did you click on that one? Don't stoke the bullshit beef talk that I didn't know existed more than what the audience is. But all right. He said they call her Suki with the good coochie or whatever, and Umar like, I know they call her that.
If she trying to go conscious, we could do a lot together. You know, even for her.
That's what I said in Grinch.
You know they call her Suki with the good. I know. If she trying to go conscious, we could do a lot together. You know, even for her to say what she said, to even mention me of all people.
Yeah, that was random. I ain't gonna hold y'all.
You know, leader of the conscious movement, and you know.
Okay, all right, my bad. My bad, RM. I see. Okay, I clicked on that. My bad.
So if she reach out, we will.
If I was to meet Dr. Umar, he would shoot his shot with me, because he gonna see me black chocolate conscious queen that need a little guidance and daddy issues, and I feel like he know exactly what to do.
Let's talk about Sister Sukihana for a minute. Sister Sukihana was asked the question. I don't know when the interview was. And the brother said, in your video called Grinch.
Now let's take a second. Let's take a second and think about this. This dude feel it's necessary to address this. A random thought said she would give you some pussy. He got to go. He's going live to publicly address it. Like something is already obviously goofy about that. It's like everything about that just says, and I don't even want to say the man is a joke, but okay, there's a lot of weird shit, with the whole Carly Russell thing. He said they're using babies as bait to try to kidnap black people. He's on some They Clone Tyrone type shit. If you saw that show, like he's on that. So it's like he be out there with the theory. So it's so much stuff that he say that, yeah, you can just take them as a joke. But then at the same time, there's some times where he will get in his pro-black bag and he will, start speaking from a pro-black standpoint. And there will actually be some internal logic. I can't get jiggy with everything that they're saying, but there is some internal logic when some of them speak. And sometimes Dr. Umar would get on that, and then sometimes he will get all the way out there to where you like, okay, I can't take him serious. But then there's this stuff right here. There's this stuff right here that's a whole nother thing. That's a whole nother thing. All right. So, but he felt the need to address this. Like, this is somebody who presents himself as a public intellectual building a school for boys. Some chick who I think is mostly known for eating ass, publicly made a pass at him. Basically said she would throw it at him, and he's gonna publicly address it. Like, I mean, all right, let's roll the tape.
You said you wanted to be intimate with the King Kong of consciousness. And she said, yes, I love me a Pan-African king. She said, I'm for my people. I love my people. She said, I said what I said in my video. I want to be intimate with Dr. Umar, and I will make him woke right now. She said, I want to be intimate with Dr. Umar, and I will make him woke right now. That's what my sister Sukihana from Wilmington, Delaware said. That's what my sister Sukihana from Wilmington, Delaware said. That's what my sister Sukihana from Wilmington, Delaware said. And then she said, if Dr. Umar met me, he would shoot his shot because he would see that I'm a chocolate, beautiful, conscious queen in need of a little guidance and some daddy issues. She said if the doc saw me, he would shoot his shot because he would see that I'm an all-natural, chocolate, conscious queen in need of a little guidance and some daddy issues. I saw nothing wrong with what my sister had to say. What? I saw nothing.
Oh man, this is what we talking about here.
I'm trying to get my coochie stretched. I'm trying to get my coochie stretched and eat a nigga ass. Eat a nigga ass. We be eating niggas ass today in London. Period, baby. I'm trying to get this coochie stretched. Okay.
Now, here's the funny part. Now, she out in London. The white people that she like, okay, there are some white people. There are some white people who done seen some nigga shit. There's mixed race clubs that be, about, maybe 15%, 20% black. Some white people leaving that club, they might see some nigga shit as the club is exiting. They might see something like that. But then there's a certain creed of white people who don't be nowhere near that kind of shit. And those are the white people that's on the screen that caught this display from Sukihana. Those like those are like the white people that literally clutch their pearl. Oh, good heavens! oh, oh heavens, no! Whatever did she say? Like this is like she out there with around the whitest of white people. I want to get my coochie stretched and eat a nigga ass. Like she's out there. It like there's certain places where you don't do certain things, and they're not even necessarily just a white thing. Like it's some hood dudes who, you know, they might be ready to fire up a blunt. They see a church mother right there, then they're like, I'm gonna wait. They might even pull up their pants a little bit. It's I'm not saying that you just gotta not be yourself because white people around, but it's certain situations where it's like it just seems like it should wake up where you're like, hold on, I ain't gonna do this right here. This ain't my set, it's like, but like no, like damn, like that was the most just ridiculous display of ratchetry out of nowhere.
I'm trying to get my coochie stretched. I'm trying to get my coochie stretched and eat a nigga ass. We be eating niggas ass today in London. Period, baby. I'm trying to get this coochie stretched. Okay.
So, if a woman has made it clear that she is more or less known for eating ass, and she put out a bat signal that she wants to get intimate with you, and you answer that bat signal, like yes or no, does that mean that you basically just publicly announced that you into getting your ass ate? Like is that what just like, okay, see, Complex Design, see where I'm going. Shout out to Complex. He says, Umar got his salad tossed. I mean, listen, if a woman who's known for eating ass put out a bat signal that she want to get with me, I am not publicly responding to that bat signal. I am not privately responding to that bat signal. If you are in the ass eating business and you put out a bat signal for me, God damn it, I am ignoring that shit. But to publicly to do a public response to an ass eating bat signal, I mean, like where else are we to go with this? What else is one to think? This is a public intellectual, all right? We're supposed to send our young black men of the future. Okay, I'm gonna get off to school. I want to see that be a success. I really do.
Nothing wrong with what Sister Sukihana had to say about her brother, Dr. Umar Ifa Tunde.
That's suspicious.
So where do I stand with Sister Sukihana? As you know, with me, it's all about politics before the punani. It's always revolution before romance.
No, yeah, I remember when we played that Carly Russell picture. I mean that Carly Russell video with Umar Johnson, and he was like, at the end of it, he like kind of, gave a little, he pubbed his little speaking engagement he had going on somewhere, and he was like, "And the sisters there, come get you." He basically he put out a bat signal that I'm gonna be in y'all hometown. The sisters, don't be playing me now. Don't be playing. He said something like that. I forgot exactly how he worded it, but he basically was just putting it out there. He's basically putting it out there. I'm gonna be in your hometown. I'm gonna go up there, go to speaking some dynamic stuff, and don't try to play a brother when he was throwing it out there, and then dropped his phone. He dropped his phone number a lot, actually. And after he said that about to the sisters, after he like dog whistled to the sisters, like I'm going the king. He be calling himself King Kong Delicious sometimes. After He said, after I come through your town, don't play me. Fuck with me now. Come give me a hug. He literally said that. He literally said that. It's like, and I heard somebody say before that the whole Hotep thing is really all about pussy, all that queen, goddess, you beautiful, you the queen, you the mother earth. I heard somebody explain how that was all about pussy. Like that's just like the Hotep game. It's not, that they really truly on some black woman is God type stuff. It's just like that's their game. That's their approach. That's how they try to that's how they try to get the pussy wet. That's how they try to get the pussy wet. They let them know. They basically try to, GC is a mating call. Shout out to GC. GC is the one who developed theories on that. I was thinking about something else. It was somebody else who I heard say that, but you definitely wrote the book on the whole Hotep mating call. It's basically saying that your vag is the only one that I will pursue, just so you know. Or something like that. We'll probably come up and better explain that later on.
It is always institution building before intimacy. Okay. Liberation over lust. Business before the bedroom. Revolution over the romance. So me and Sister Sukihana could have a conversation. Sister Sukihana, if you would like a conversation, shoot me a text message. Have somebody from your team get in touch with me. Let me know when you're next in your hometown of Wilmington, Delaware, so I could take you on a tour of the FDMG Academy. You might want to become a donor if you're not already. My school is in your hometown, good sister.
Hey, ain't that some shit that men do when they do got something big going like that? They want to use that as, as the backdrop of how they gonna try to get to the pussy. I'm gonna take you through a tour through my school that I've built. It's like she ain't got nothing to do with no school, no education of young black boys, not a damn thing to do with it. But he's already trying to use the building that he got, as a tool to try to get some pussy. Like clearly that's the case. Clearly that's the case. She don't got nothing to do with the education of young black boys, but we gonna come tour through the school. I'll show you all the amazing things I'm doing. That's what that is. Then damn, I forgot who it was. Didn't the Dallas Cowboys owner get into some kind of trouble like that? With damn it. He was using the states out. Somebody did something. I can't remember what it is. Y'all let me know in the chat room. Somebody got into some trouble trying to use the owner of the Dallas Cowboys flex as a way to try to, in pursuing a chick, and they tried to say he did something wrong. I don't remember what that was, but anyway, that's so it's like he pulling out all the stops. He talking about all the consciousness over coochie or whatever the hell, but then he's exercising all the normal, game shit that a dude will do,
Your school is in your hometown. Our school is in your hometown. And we will have a conversation, Sister Suki and Dr. Umar, right here in FDMG, Wilmington, Delaware. Sukihana and the Intercontinental Ifatunde needs to have a conversation, a chat and chew, right here in FDMG, Wilmington, Delaware. And my main question for you, my sister, would be, are you serious? Are you absolutely sure? Are you certain that you are ready to transform? Are you ready to change? Are you ready to reinvent yourself?
He know damn well he don't want shit to change about her. He taking her as is. I don't know why he fronting.
From your current style of art to a revolutionized, re-energized Black consciousness form of art. Because if you are willing to reinvent yourself as the queen of Black conscious music, I will stand by your side.
My people will never be free.
Oh, yes.
Oh my goodness. You gonna try to get her on some Erykah Badu vibes. That's what you about to do with Sukihana? About to get her on some Lauryn Hill type shit, you know, like no, nigga. You taking that ass as is. Like cut it out. But I'm asking the question, is hoes and hoteps, is that the future of Black love? Because there's no love that's going to take place, you know, with the normal arrangement of the, you know, the hit it, quit it, serial impregnator type. Some of them hoteps do that too. But I mean, a lot of them do that too. But you know, but basically the whole hood nigga, you know, the hood nigga hood chick thing, you know, that, you know, the success rates of that are low. All right. Success rates of that are low. A lot of competent and productive men, they are either, you know, they getting up out of there. Passport's about to get more, you know, more popular. Or the small percentage of the women that, you know, they got their head on straight. You know, those brothers that got their head on straight. They'll mess with some of the sisters in that realm. But it's a lot of intercultural dating going on with the black, you know, black men who still want to date black, but they, you know, not feeling the American stuff. So it's like, what's going to be left? The bed buck serial impregnator type and the hoteps. That's what's going to be left. The bed buck serial impregnator type, that dude ain't gonna be there. The only person that's going to be there is the hotep, and that hotep is in full support of everything that this woman does. She does no wrong, and in fact, everything that she does wrong, he wants, you know, he wants everything from the government to incentivize, subsidize it, and do everything. Let's you know, collectively as a community and from a top-down governmental standpoint, let's do what we got to do to make her more comfortable in the state of single motherhood. And I'm going to accept her, be there for her, going to mentor the kids, and going to, you know, try to work in some polygyny and have like a little harem of baby mamas. And it's like, so I'm sitting there thinking like, you know, everybody looking halfway shocked. Okay, Umar and Sukihana, that's a weird link up. But I'm like, no. I legit think that may be the future of Black love, Black relationship. All the Black community gonna be left with bunch of okay, well, not all. Hashtag not all. I hate that term, not all, but bunch of baby mamas and hoes, and a bunch of hoteps with capes on. It's like that's what it's gonna be essentially left to, and I think that's the future of Black love.
We can change the world from a revolutionary perspective.
See?
We can wake up the little girls. We can make everybody go natural. That's right. Sister Sukihana has millions of followers. Sister Sukihana has millions of followers. Sister Sukihana has millions of followers. Dr. Umar has millions of followers. She's an entertainer. I'm a revolutionary activist. She's an entertainer. I'm a revolutionary activist. She's from Wilmington, Delaware. FDMG is in Wilmington, Delaware. If Sister Sukihana is ready to become the face of Black conscious female music, if she's ready to change the content and the intent and the direction of our artwork, we could lead a revolution. We could lead a revolution, Sukihana and Dr.
Remember what I said? That be Hotep game. They put leading a revolution into the lingo and language of their pursuit of pussy. Like that's what this is. Make no mistakes. It is a link up. It is a hookup. The two of them got together. They make no mistakes about it. It is what it is. But just like he's trying to sell to the people that there's some revolutionary cause behind that, them Hotep niggas, they will try to sell to the woman that they try to get some pussy from that there's some revolutionary pro-black cause behind it. Like, that's the Hotep game. Speaking of Hoteps, I had a funny ass moment. Something that happened to me. I don't take pictures of everything I do when I go out and do stuff. But me and my woman, we was at a festival. All right. This was a few weeks ago. I meant to tell y'all this sooner. It was fucking funny. It was hot as hell out there. All right. Hot as hell out there. But we had this nice festival, you know, a lot of stuff going on, live music everywhere, you know, just walking around. You know, it was cool. It was cool, but it was hot as hell out there. And so it'd be people out there trying to make a little bit of money. So some dude was selling fans. All right. He was selling some fans, you know, like them Martin Luther King fans that be at the church that you know, and it be hot in them churches that don't got AC. You fan yourself, you know. He was selling some fans, but his was like unique. They was like made, they was like some, only way to describe it, they were like some kente cloth colored fans. It's no other way to describe the color of the fan. It was just like the kente cloth. It was that type of designing on the fan. All right. Now, what they do when they trying to sell those fans, because they know it's hot as hell out there, they will sneak up on you and then start fanning you. And then you're like, damn, that breeze feel good. And then it's like, would you like to buy a fan? It's like, you know, that's how they do. That's how they do. All right. So he got me like that. You know, me and my girl, we sitting there, we watching the music, you know, it's a live band. They out there, they getting it in, you know, it was in Detroit, you know, so, you know, people, you know, they out there, dudes on the saxophone, they killing it. All right. So we just enjoying ourselves or whatever. He snuck up on us with that damn kente cloth fan and hit us with it. I'm like, whoa, shit. All right. Damn. All right, okay. But this is where he fucked up the sale. Because he was so much of a Hotep. I'm sitting there with my woman, and he was like, would you like to buy a fan for the queen? I'm like, if you don't get your Hotep simping ass up the fuck up out of here. I was so mad. I was like, we just sat there and been hot, and then it kicked in. Like, I don't care how hot it is. I ain't about to sit there fanning a kente cloth thing out there. I wasn't about to be doing that shit. If he would have just came with a solid colored fan and didn't say, would you want to buy a fan for this queen here? Talking about my woman. I'm like, if he wouldn't have did that shit, I would have bought the damn fan and would have tipped him. But he came up there with that damn kente cloth colored fan talking about some queen shit. And I was like, get the fuck on. Get the fuck on. I'm not buying this damn fan. And we just sat there sweating, watching the live music. Like, this is what it is. I said, fuck it. them damn Hoteps. Well, in Detroit, they heavy out there. In Detroit, they heavy out there. I ain't from Detroit. I'm about, you know, a little ways from Detroit. But that's where I go, you know, on the weekend. That's me and my girl, we find something to do. We typically find something to do in Detroit or in the area on the weekend. Just because it's a big city and there be shit going on and stuff to do, you know. But anyway, just wanted to tell this story real quick. Them Hoteps be aggressive. Yeah, thank you. He said, rather be hot than Hotep. Goddamn right. Because it was so hot, man. I swear I was tempted to sit there and be fanning myself with that damn kente cloth fan. I was real tempted. If he ain't come over there with no Queen Mother Goddess talk, I might have bought it. I might have bought it. But all right, let's get back into it. Let's get back into it.
Papa. Let's just call her Suki Papa.
Holy shit. Okay.
Let's change the content and the intent and the direction of our artwork. We could lead a revolution. We could lead a revolution.
Shout out again to Shay Sade for putting this together like this. Shout out to her. You can put her link in the chat, RM. You can put her link in the chat. Shout out to her. Because I was trying to find all these clips. I couldn't find them, but she already had it together for me. So I do gotta give credit where it's due. Gotta give credit where it's due. She put all the different clips together for me. Well, not for me, but she put them together for her channel and I'm using it. So shout out to her. Drop her link in the chat room. Shout out to Shay Sade.
Sukihana and Dr. Papa. Let's just call her Suki Papa. Let's just call her Suki Papa. But let me say this, Suki Papa. Let me say this, Suki Papa.
Suki Papa is Suki Papa? The fuck is that? Is Papa that like one of his names? Are they like putting names together? Like how they put names together? Like what the hell is going on with that? Suki Papa. This ain't about pussy. This is consciousness over coochie. Business before booty. What was he saying? Revolution before relationship. Man. Consciousness over coochie.
All that demonic energy out of your soul. Get it out. And when you are ready for the next level, when you are ready to embrace higher consciousness, then you reach out to your brother, Dr. Umar.
Now that ain't nothing. That ain't nothing but some Hotep game. You know, you make it clear that you're interested, but you give her something to strive for, something to work for. Make her, you know, that's sort of like a mind fucking gaslight. Make her think that you ain't, you know, she ain't quite ready for you. So now she's gonna try to prove herself to like he's trying to set the game prep to get her to try to prove herself to him, to show that she's worthy. It's like that. It's all literal Hotep game. That's all that should be. That's all it be.
We're not going to deal with none of the intimacy because that's nobody's business. And we're not going to be into no intimacy until we get any work done in the first place.
He's double talking. We're not going to deal with no intimacy because that's nobody's business, which means he's publicly saying that if we go to, I was going to say if we go to having sex, but you know, if I let you eat my ass, like, because you know, this is Sukihana.
I'm trying to get my coochie stretched and eat a nigga ass. Eat a nigga ass. We be eating niggas ass today in London. Period.
You know, so basically, if some ass eating happens to happen, that is nobody's business. But there won't be no ass eating. That's basically what he said. Oh my goodness. Umar.
You understand? I am about work. And I believe that sister does care about her people. I believe that sister does love her people. And I believe that sister is ready for some guidance and are willing to provide the guidance, but it's business over the back shots. I am not interested in being intimate with my sister. Not at this time. Not
business over the back shots.
In that current state of mind. No. But let's get some work done, Sister Sukihana. Let's get some work done right here in Wilmington, Delaware, up in Philly, South Jersey, Northern Maryland. Let's do something for the people, Sister Sukihana. I'm about to put out my Black Queens Forever, Snow Bunnies Never music video. Do y'all think I should let Sister Sukihana do it?
Man, when the Black Queens Forever, Snow Bunnies Never music video drops, I want an email from every damn body. Okay, don't let that drop and you see it and then don't send it to me, please. I need that immediately. If he drop a music video, Black Queens Forever, Snow Bunnies Never, if he warped that into a music video, that I'm pretty sure is going to hit every bit as hard as damn it, what's that dude? I forgot his name at this point because he ain't been around in a while. The therapist dude that made a video about the dark skinned women that be lurking around, Black YouTube or the Black Manosphere. What's that? What's the dude name? Shit. I literally can't remember his name. I know y'all know it. Help me out, chat room. He made that Rashida Baby song. If Umar pull off one of those, oh, we got to have that. We need that. I can't believe ain't nobody care. D the real. There it go. All right, here we go. See, I knew y'all had my back on that one. If Umar drop a D the real level song for dark skinned women, oh yeah. It's rather the song suck or not, it's gonna be a banger. It will be a banger. It will get airtime over here. That record will spin over here. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Is what it is in the building says, why haven't black folks given up on Umar? He's giving me snake oil salesman vibes. He's going to smash Suki, and we know it. The Hoteps like conscious cock high. I'm sorry. That O looked like a C. All right, anyway. Conscious coochie. Okay, just like the conscious stripper. All right. He might as well call himself Umar Pookie. Yeah. Shout out to you. Do appreciate you coming through.
What do we get for $10? Everything you want.
Osama Abdu in the building says Umar is funnier than 99% of all comedians, no cap. I feel you on that one. I absolutely feel you on that one. Yeah, this is some pure comedy.
These last $2, I'm not gonna lose.
From this is from a public intellectual. Like we can't ignore that. Just some random nigga talking. It's just some random nigga talking. But no, this is Umar, Dr. Umar Johnson, who was respected at one point and still is in many circles. I mean, let's not pretend like he just some has been. Like social media keeps people in the game to where now even if he's not getting a call to go on important TV shows or on important internet productions and publications or whatever, even if he don't get those calls as much no more, it don't even matter. He got his own presence, so that keeps him in the game. SKC in the building says worse black men get highlighted by Umar and black politicians. What do you mean worse black man getting highlighted by Umar and black politicians? Are you saying I don't even understand that sentence. Not even being obtuse here. I have no idea what you're trying to say when you say worse black men getting highlighted by Umar and black politicians. Clean that up, make it clear. I'm a little slow sometimes. But all right, hit
these last $2, I'm not gonna lose.
But shout out to SKC. Shout out to everybody supporting the stream. Do appreciate each and every one of you. Each and every one of you do appreciate you. Let's let's get back into it. That's a good question. No, I don't know if that's a good question. I said that's Sin7Sin says people still call him doctor. I believe he's a doctor. He has a PhD in psychology. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong about that. But if you got a PhD in psychology, you are a doctor. So yes, Dr. Umar Johnson. But I know when some people talk about him, they remove that damn doctor. When some people talk about him, they remove that doctor. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about that one.
A cameo in the Black Queens Forever, Snow Bunnies Never video. What do y'all think, family? I'm talking to my supporters. What do you think, family? I'm talking to my supporters. Do y'all want Sister Sukihana to do a special cameo in the Black Queens Forever, Snow Bunnies Never music video? Talk to me, family.
Ooh, now, so Sukihana, I'm assuming. Okay, this is where I don't be knowing because I don't be keeping up with people. So I'm like double checking, making sure I understand what Sukihana do, because sometimes I don't be knowing if these people rap, sing, or just flash their pussy on social media. I don't even be knowing, or they just like a reality TV. Is she just famous for being famous? The only thing I know is she just go viral for doing and saying nasty shit. Does she do anything? Is he talking about having her in the video? I don't need. I be thinking some of these people just famous for being famous. If they got music out, I haven't heard the shit. I be forgetting she rap. All right. I had to double check to make sure. Oh yeah, I remember her songs. We've actually covered some of her shit here. I forgot. My bad. I be forgetting who is who. But all right. Let's get into it. So if she rap, so if he do a video, Black Queens Forever, Snow Bunnies Never. Black Queens Forever, Snow Bunnies Never. He do a video. All right. If she is rapping in it, then that means she is representing the Black queens that he want black men to be with, essentially forever, for good, as he said in that one video. Like that's the representation. Henny and a Plan B. Okay, that was her. Okay, yeah, okay, all right. There we go. See, I knew she was famous for doing wild shit that I covered, but I be forgetting who is who because it's a different skanky chick that's famous for doing something skanky every other month. So I'll be forgetting who is who. So yeah, all right. My bad, yeah, my bad. I be forgetting these people. But all right, so she's going to be the representation. Like, let that sink in. That she's going to be the representation in that video of the Black queens, the Henny and a Plan B. But Hoteps, despite all, sometimes they will be talking some moral conscious type stuff, but at the end of the day, no, they are with and they fully support with all their, even when they get deep into the whole blackety black intellectual stuff, they fully support. They're not just in the way like, how there are Republicans. There are some self-righteous Republicans who do a little dirt on the low, every now and then, the Republican politician get caught with a hooker, shit like that. Do it on the low. But no, it's like it's a different, unique thing when it comes to the public intellectual conscious Hotep types, where a lot of them will defend all that ratchetry and be fully supportive and embrace it. Like they don't want that to go anywhere, but they still start talking community, and it's like, no, there is no community with that shit. Like that's why, when we talking about, pro-blacks, it's not being anti-black, it's realizing that the stuff that they're talking does not add up per se. It don't. All right, let's get it.
Talk to me, family. Do you want Suki Papa? Do you want Suki Papa to do a special guest 16 bars saluting the African queens, pushing black on black love? Do y'all want Sister Sukihana in the Black Queens Forever, Snow Bunnies Never music?
Bruh, it got to be a better black female rapper to represent what you're trying to do. You want, but again, these are women that want to take their sons to his school. So that's the premise. That's the premise, more or less, that I'm getting at here. Is Hoteps and hoes. Hoteps and hoes, the future of black love. Is Hoteps and hoes the future of black love? Because the people who are trying to do it in a non-Hotepian, non-hoish way, it ain't been exactly working out for them. What do I mean by that? What do I mean when I say it haven't been exactly working out for them? All right, now there's a YouTube channel called, the YouTube channel is literally called Black Love. All right. They bring couples on and the black couples on. They sit there and talk about their black relationship and black love and black this and black that. You will notice very suspiciously with some of the couple, a lot of the couples that they bring on that has been on their show. Y'all see the logo in the lower left-hand corner of the image. A lot of the couples that they've brought on are suspiciously no longer together. You know, a lot of the couples, let me get this out of here. A lot of the couples that they bring on that show is suspiciously no longer together. You know, divorced. That's Niecy Nash. That's Niecy Nash. This one y'all may not know. That's you. I didn't know her by face, but I know her by name. LaToya Luckett. She was like the bastard stepchild of Destiny's Child. You know, one of the chicks that Beyonce kicked out the group. You know, she had that. I mean, I gotta give her some credit because she did make a career for herself after that. Like some years after that, some way, somehow, she got her name in the spotlight. Like, if you get blackballed by Beyonce and you figure out a way to still be on TV, and still get an album out, then I gotta give props to the perseverance. But her and that nigga ain't together no more. But let's go from the top. We remember, like, this is Black Love. Now keep in mind, this Black Love show, they bring these couples on, and every time the man is on there talking, I'm gonna play a clip from the show. Every time the man is on there talking, he's typically saying some simp shit. It's like the whole thing about Black Love is to yield and basically simp for these women. All right. It was a web post that highlighted all the divorces that happened from that show, where all those couples come on there and, you know, and have a little couples conversation. Somebody said that was, you know, these women escaped oppression. That's how somebody worded that these are women that escaped oppression. All right. They escaped oppression. That's how some of them worded it. But we know the situation here. This is Tia and Tamara. I never know which one is which. It don't matter. She said she graduated from marriage. None of these situations is there overwhelming shit that a man did, all the horrible stuff, the lying, cheating, beating, all the molesting the kids. None of those crazy stories happen. This is the Black Love channel. These are women who found their guy, found their Boaz, as I think they call it. And then just, you know, after, you know, so much time of marriage, it's just like, that's what it comes off as. Just one big, you know, The guy simping and saying simping stuff. We know this dude here was married to Making Good. He posted a picture of him crying afterwards. You know, okay, you lost your woman. Okay, you feel hurt about that. Okay, all right, cool. You gotta shed a tear. Okay, cool. You posted the shit with a speech and a goddamn poem or haiku or with next to it. It's like, what the fuck? It's like just weird shit. Everything on this show, it just be some simping weird shit going on. We saw her, Beyonce mama, cut this man's balls off. Only thing they could say that he did wrong is he liked some stuff on Twitter that was kind of like, you know, porn related or X-rated or probably just some young chicks twerking their ass. He probably in a marriage to this chick. I mean, I don't know how it worked with 65-year-old vag. I'd imagine that she shut it down. Like I'd imagine he wouldn't get no ass. I'd imagine if she you know open that thing up, a goddamn bat come flying out of it. Like, yeah, so listen, if the man likes some pictures on Twitter, the man likes a picture of some 21-year-olds on Twitter. It is what it is. Understand, but you know, lay off that like button. Watch it. Watch all that you want to watch. Just lay off that like button. You know, you shouldn't be hitting that like button. You're a public figure. Don't be hitting that like button. But other than that, that's the only thing they could say that this man did wrong. Couldn't pull up no dirt on him, and you know there's no dirt on these men because they love putting the dirt out there. They love telling the story that how they were cheated on. There's no dirt out there in these stories. But everybody on this Black Love show, not everybody on the Black Love show, but a percentage of divorces are piling up on the Black Love show. It is what it is. It is what it is. And then there's this thing right here.
For worse.
For worse.
For richer.
For richer.
For poor.
For poorer.
Yeah. We hit that snag about 20 times in counseling.
So this is so she hesitating on that poorer. All right. That's been in marriage vows forever. For better or worse, for richer or poorer, shit happens. Stick through it through thick and thin. That's been in there forever. Women normally don't object to that one, not when they're there at the wedding. You know, it's one thing to be like, I don't want no broke man. I get that. But goddamn, at the wedding, like you're looking this man in the eyes in a wedding dress, literally saying, if you go broke, I'm not going to be with your ass. Like literally. Like, okay, I'm marrying you. Don't go broke, nigga. Like, if we fall on hard times, it's over. This marriage is taking place under conditions. Under conditions that you maintain whatever money you got. And I got full luxury creative control to bail on you and take half of whatever you got. But if you expect me to be here, you better maintain that money. If it ever looked like you might fuck around and lose it, okay, now damn it, I got to preemptively get out of there early while it's still a have to take. You know, that's the energy there. That's the energy there. But it gets even worse. It gets even worse. Put the link in the chat, by the way. It gets even worse. Because then there's this.
And to obey. Cherish. And to obey.
We didn't talk about that one in counseling.
We did talk about that in counseling. Yes, we did. So you want me to repeat that again? You want to just keep going?
I think we can keep going.
All right.
Now she literally saying she's not even going to say that part. So she basically marrying this man saying you better not go broke. If you go broke, it's over. But even while I'm with you, even while I'm with you, I ain't about to be listening to your ass. Even while I'm with you. Even while I'm with you and you got money, I'm not going to listen to you. But if you fuck around, but don't go broke. You having money gives you no leverage. It just means that I'm going to be with you. I'm going to be out of pocket, but I'm going to be with you. If you go broke, I'm going to leave you. But I'm signing these legally binding documents at the courthouse because that gives me some leverage over your money should you not lose it. Like everything about that, like literally says, like, dude, you are making a big ass mistake. You're making a big ass mistake. And a decent brother like this, who we assume got some money, he is well within his right checking out of that shit. And I go back to the original statement, the title question, is the future of black love, is it hoteps and hoes? Because that's the only, that's the only groups that I can see some way, somehow making this shit work in its current state. Some little Hotepian paradise. There's a bunch of hoes, bunch of baby mamas, bunch of hoteps diving on the grenades and getting with the women, having a little polygynous situation, a bunch of bed bucks what's my serial impregnators. They may run in there, impregnate them, stick and move, in, out. That's still gonna happen. Just create more kids for the women to raise by themselves and for, government assistance to help take care of it. And in Hotep-led community outreach, mentor the young boys that she had with Nuck Nuck, and or be a stepdad for these boys, and just keep that party rolling. And that's my argument, is that's ultimately the future of black love. That's what it is. That's what it's going to be. That's what it's going to look like. But the link is in the chat room. We're about to be joined by Game Changer. But before we get into that, special shout out and acknowledgement to Machismo TV.
Welcome to Machismo TV, the ultimate destination for modern men seeking to upgrade their lifestyle. Subscribe to Machismo TV and Saul T-Balls. We stream daily from 12 midnight to 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the best male-centric content. Highlight reels without reviewing or providing any editorial bias to the content. We have done so much, with so little for so long, we are now qualified to do anything, with nothing.
All right. Matt We Sports says, Bernard, you're using skits to bash black women. Okay, define bash, first of all. Bash. Making a criticism, an argument. My argument is either incorrect or correct or incorrect. If I said something wrong, tell me where what I said was wrong. Now you may be on to something when you say you're using skits, because I am good at picking out the skits when I see them. Like that one dude that looked like he was slightly cockeyed, that was saying that was complaining about getting flaked on a date or whatever. He had flowers in his hand. I knew that was a skit like 5 seconds in. I can immediately tell that was a skit. That's why I didn't cover it. And then somebody else did unearth that it was very much likely a skit. So I'm good at figuring out when it's a skit. This one I was 50-50 on. Only thing that made me believe it wasn't is because it did seem like they were in an actual church with an actual audience, and you could see people dressed up in wedding clothes, but somebody could put all that into a skit.
Lies.
So, well, no, somebody can put all of that work into a skit.
No. I'm talking about this Matt We Sport guy. And I'm not saying that he's lying. I'm saying that he's been lied to. You see, Matt, and I say this because I'm on your side. You have been fed a fundamental lie used by black women, and that is if you don't bash, you get to smash. Well, I'm pretty sure that she spent a significant amount of time not bashing black women. Where's the residual pussy? Where is the black vajayjay that you believe that you should receive for your dedication of not bashing them and attempting to silence those who do? That is the lie. That is the lie. They will say stuff like, oh Matt, you so fine, you blow my mind, just for the action of championing or protecting them from vicious bashers like Bernard Riley. But where is it? Where is it? They haven't paid you in their pussy yet. I know this. I know people like you. You have to sit and ask yourself, where is the blowjob? Where is the pussy? Where is, I have been championing your cause for, you're like, take me for example, right? I'm a nerd. Now, there is a belief that that some would put out there that, okay, if you are nice and you help them with their homework or something, that there will be some pussy at the end of finals. There isn't. You've been lied to. You've been lied to, Matt. I'm on your side. You've been lied to.
All right. Hopefully Matt takes those.
And to the non-nerds, and to Pookie and Ray Ray. There's no pussy at the end of the rainbow for you neither, nigga.
Yeah,
you stand around thinking that, oh, I'm gonna holler at this chick, and then all of a sudden she calls you when somebody is giving her grief or strife. When somebody is saying, oh, this dude is messing with me. He called me ugly and he smacked my titty. What you gonna do? And then you go out like Ayana's cousin and you do something foolish. And then the only pussy you get is in jail. That is the truth of it. There is no future in following these lies. They put you in a category and they say, you do what I want you to do, and there's pussy at the end of it. And guess what? And here's the worst part about it. Even if you get the box, it is the worst box of any demographic that has ever existed on Earth. It is. As far as boxes go, why is it the worst? Because it had the most babies snatched out of it, and it had the most STDs put in it, and it has the most fat surrounding it. That is what's making it the worst box, and you are falling for it. These lies, Matt.
All right. Too Cool for School in the building with a $10 super chat says, what's up, fellas? Just support and peace. Thank you for that. Do appreciate you coming through, dropping something on it, dropping $10 on it.
What do we get for $10? Everything you want.
All right. But okay. So here we are. We on the top. We got to open up a few things here. Talked about the Black Love channel and everybody on there getting a goddamn divorce. Talked about Umar. He's doing essentially what I amount to is just a public profession of Hotep game on Sukihana. Put out the bat signal, and she put out the bat. The chick known for eating ass put out the bat signal, and Umar answered the call, and then we saw a picture of them linked up. A lot of weird shit going on there. A lot of weird shit was said, but overall, what's your overall take on the goings ons today? What's up?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think he had an interaction or whatever you want to call it, with a stripper in the past. And yeah, that is his thing. As I was stating before, listen, the Hotep community, this is how it works, fellas. This is how the lies work. You have a group of women who tell you that if you stay away from Becky, you get this box. And then you have a group of guys, let's call them Hoteps, who really take this to heart. And by to heart, I mean to penis. They really take it to penis. They really just say, you know something? I see the insecurity. I see the unwillingness to compete with other groups of women. So what I am going to do is I am going to over exaggerate. I'm going to go into this whole queen, oh my queen, my queen. I'm going to do that, hoping that there's box at the end of the rainbow. Now, the thing about this is the women know, and this is why there isn't any box at the end of this rainbow, because In some instances, there is. When certain, let's just call them subcultures, implement this strategy, there typically is box at the end of the rainbow if you follow this particular culture, but not with this one. And the reason for this is because they know that they are creating value through scarcity. They know that once these Hotep women start fucking these Hotep dudes on a regular, then that is when they have less control over them. They're using the desire for sex as a means to control them, not the receiving of it, which is unfortunate but true. And here's what I mean when I say it works for many groups and many organizations in the past. Like when you hear about these cults in the 70s, or just take the cults out of it for a second, and let's talk about the hippies of the 70s. There was actually free love. If you went around talking about, hey, peace, man, and you followed this particular culture, there was free, dirty hippie loving at the end of it. There was, this was guaranteed. If you longened your hair and talked shit about the war, there was guaranteed some free love, the JJ for you, so men, of course, would flock to this. That was the benefit of being a hippie. And that's with many of the cults that existed at the time as well. And then there's all sorts of reasons. Pussy is the lure to get men into stuff. However, for Hoteps, pussy is still the lure, but you don't get the pussy. And this is what I noticed. And okay, for one, the 80-20 rule is magnified in the Hotep community, meaning that, the King Kong of consciousness will be the only one getting it, and they still get it from a
I was just about to say that Umar getting some ass out the deal, but a lot of the other dudes, like the dude trying to sell me the Kente Cloth fan, like dudes like him, they ain't getting no Hotep pussy. They just advertising that they only have sex with the beautiful black queens. Those are the only ones.
Then they have sex with no one. Of course, you only have sex with a beautiful black queen, and you use that as okay. I'm going to seduce these queens. They are not fucking you, nigga. You sell fans, you sell incense, you sell polished rocks. They literally sell polished rocks. You sell Wakanda oil. You sell all kinds of crap for a living, and don't think that these all the way down sisters aren't calling you a broke ass nigga behind your back. Guess what they are? Guess what they are? And the only difference between them and these Cynthia G types is that they're doing it behind your back. So, and the reason that they're doing it behind your back is so you think that you're getting closer. You think that with every incense sale, you are getting closer to that box. You are not. You are not. They are just saying, keep up the good work and bashing those who bashes us. And if we ever need you, we know that you'll be right where we left your stupid ass. And that is in Hotepium. They know that you're going to be right. They know that you're going to be right where they left you. And you want to know when they will call upon that penis? When they get tired of either being pumped and dumped by me or anybody else, when they get tired of that cycle, that is when they will be with your waiting around sister, oh my sister. And they know you ain't going nowhere because you just admitted that you're not fucking any other race of women. When they have failed in their attempts to get my dick, that's when they go after yours.
All right, let's to the main topic, the Hoteps and hoes. You don't see a plausible future. I mean, not plausible may not be the right word. Well, I guess probable. Yeah, probable may be the right word, where where hoteps and hoes will ultimately be the perfect match. I mean, you got a community, you got a community of hoes and baby mamas, and so if the Umars of the world can effectively rally the troops to dive on the grenades, I do see that being the future of some type of black love, where the hoes go be hoes, they do what they do, and then the guys come in with kente cloth fans, trying to to do what they can for the queen when the clock's ticking. You don't see that's a thing?
No, it's the thing. It exists, but it's not going to work. That's the problem. Like relationships. Okay. The reason why a community can't function like that is because it's based on sexual scarcity. Meaning that you have like 100% of the guys, trying to cater to the 10% of women that are actually out fucking.
Wait, what? You lost me right there. The 10% of women that are fucking?
Yeah.
You're saying only 10%?
I'm saying in such communities, absolutely. Or, okay, let's put it like this. You seen that wedding, you did the whole clip with the wedding and the woman who refused to say obey, and she will only take him in richer, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, and he agreed to that. And the reason that he agreed to that is because of scarcity.
Well, it could be just because he's a simp. I mean, he's a simp
because of scarcity. Simps are born from scarcity. Scarcity puts the S in simps. Simps are born from scarcity, meaning that, wifeable women with, collarbones and shit like that is a rarity in the black community, as well as securing a sexual source for them. I mean, he's not getting submission. So all he is getting is the appearance, or the likelihood of securing box. That is all he's getting out of that extraordinarily lopsided situation. Where she don't have to submit, he still has to earn and provide for her, onto perpetuity. The only reason why people take shit deals like this is because of sexual scarcity. There is a sexual scarcity that exists in the black community. And that is because a large number of black women, I'm not going to say they're not putting out, however, they are not putting out enough to fulfill a black man's needs, or to fulfill any man's needs. So because that exists, what does that look?
I don't know about that one. When you say that
is true.
They fucking women are fucking. All right, I understand that they are not fucking.
I am saying that they are not fucking enough to fulfill the needs of the men who want to fuck. All right, and every other group of people do. God damn it! Listen. Okay, if fellas in the chat room, I want you to do an experiment. I want you to go to a series of non-black clubs, right? In your local heavily populated area. And then I want you to gauge the probability of you going home to some white vajayjay, or some Asian vajayjay, or some Latin vajayjay. I want you to gauge the probability of that happening to you. And then I want you to do the same thing to a black club. I want you to do the same thing to a black event. I want you to do the same thing to your local Juneteenth celebration, and tell me what is the probability. They are putting out less. And they are demanding more. And this has been going on for quite some time. Yeah, you have these bitches that go around London advertising and twerking on things, thinking that is all bullshit. At the end, look, ask them, like, hey, I see you gyrating your ass, your mind sucking my dick, and see how often they say yes. And I tell you who do say yes more often than them. Everybody. And this isn't just like somebody from me in my 40s or something like that. Ask the young men's. How often does that happen? Ask them what's the probability. Ask them if you go to a white sorority party and you go to a black sorority party, What's the difference? Where are you more likely to grab some titty? Where are you more likely to bite an ass? Where are you more likely to get more? You see,
well, hold on, wait. Let me take it in this angle. I mean, I'm glad you framed it in a college context, because a lot of people on the show, like hell, ARC, back when, rest in peace to ARC. He was on here. He said this. I mean, obviously you spent a portion of your life on a college campus where they said it's pretty much like this. The dudes who was like getting ass like regularly, like getting the quantity of ass that they're 100% happy with, athletes, frat, and sort of like, either some combination of the rich kids, they got money, they got fancy shit, they got shiny shit, bitches like shiny shit, and then some dudes who just smooth, just got swag. It was basically like a small percentage that you can narrow it down. And I've always said the 80-20 rule. I don't necessarily buy that, but it is true that there's a percentage of guys that's getting it heavy. There's a percentage of guys that's getting it heavy. I think what you're talking about, the percentage that is not getting it heavy. And when you throw in some community Hotepian shit in that, there's still men amongst that group that ain't getting it heavy, but they still expected to toe all the party lines for the community and everything, and it just doesn't add up. That's where they're basically just become the community unit diving on grenades with no benefit for them. I understand it from that standpoint, but I wouldn't say, I can't say when you try to narrow it down to whether or not they're they're giving up pussy at a lower rate than other women. I don't know if I can go there, and this could be just my personal experience. You talk about that. Hold on, wait, real quick. When you talk about that success rate from going to a club of non-black women versus a club with black women, my success rate was always higher with black women. Now, part of that could be because I'm just easier. They don't got a poker face. They feeling you. They let you know more readily than other women. That was my experience. And when I say let you know, not that they just verbally just letting you know, but no, they don't know how to just look at you and keep the same face and look away. Like they'll like look you up and down and like do all kind of shit, and like almost damn near involuntarily that'll give you all the signs like, oh yeah, she with it, she ready, she something might go down tonight.
I'll put it like this, because I think that your situation is different for this reason. You do understand that there are lower tier men in this world, right? Now,
yeah, I acknowledge them in what I said. Yeah. No, I'm just setting the field. Okay. I'm willing to bet that at a local venue, you get your play is less than a lower tier white guy's play if he goes to white clubs and events. I'm willing to guarantee that. And that is because white women please a larger yield of men than black women. Meaning that, and I'm just throwing numbers out there, these are not officials. If 100 white guys went to a nightclub with 100 white women, then chances are 60 of them will walk out guaranteed pussy. However, in the black venue, maybe 20 at most, maybe, which means that 80. Now, what does this mean? When you, and this is to answer your original question, is this the future? No, it's not. You cannot have a future if only 10% of people are coupling. You can't. There is no future in that. And that is how the Hotep community works. Those men are going there for ass, and they go in there all the damn time for ass. Every time they go is a quest for new booty. And while they're there, they just buy some incense and shit. And they know, those bitches know that the moment he starts getting some pussy,
He's going to stop buying incense. So they continue with that. It's leverage. Y'all have been hoodwinked, and they
No,
know
I get the leverage. I get the leverage game. That that's the. I don't even want to bring her up, but all right, well, go ahead. Go ahead.
You can't build a community when people are leveraging nails. You can't. You can't build shit when people are leveraging bricks. You can't. You can't build nothing out of that. So no, you cannot build anything. The Hoteps are doomed. They are doomed to fail.
Yeah. Well, when I look at what's going on, when I look at black folks, it's like the Umar Sukihana link up. It didn't seem that offbeat. It really didn't.
Mm-hmm.
The Hoteps, they got no problem with the hoes. They want you trying to save the hoes, even when the hoes don't want to get saved. And even at that final point, you've been hotepping it up, incense buying your whole life. You might catch an old hoe too old to hoe like she used to, and then she accept your ass, and that's black love. That's what they want. That's where they at with it. But
no, I mean, the strength of a community, the determination of the future of the community is the percentage of women that you have in it that are willing to be decent wives and mothers. Back when brothers and sisters, were in the Christian or the Southern Baptist churches, the community was thriving. And that's because, the percentage of women that were willing to be decent wives and mothers. The church produced such women at the time it did. Now it doesn't, and every other venue of Black culture, unfortunately, don't produce such women. And what you think just because he's fucking a strag that that's a future? There's no future in stragdom. There is no future.
No, I didn't say a quality future was coming from it. I was just saying that is the future of it.
No, there's no future in that.
Well, I mean, no, there's shitty futures.
No, there's no future or a Russell Simmons in that. Like it's just over. Like
Russell Wilson, you messed up your joke.
Yeah,
but it was Russell Wilson, not Simmons, but good one.
Yeah. No, there isn't. There isn't in these, cobbled together families that we are trying to push out of these, straggly bitches' vaginas. There isn't a future in that. It's unfortunate, but it is true.
Right. Sir Jack Mehoff, KBE, says rip Paul Rubens. Shout out to you. Do appreciate you coming through on the super chat. And shout out to Sir Jack Mehoff again. Says the Hoteps and their queens are going to make up a new underclass. That's what black love is going to get you. Yeah, I mean, I see that. I see that as a probability. Thank you for the super chats. Do appreciate it. Do appreciate that. But yeah, the link is in the chat. Anybody want to come up here? But outside of the Hotepian shit, and this hold on, outside of the Hotepian shit, I do want to pull one thing up. I meant to bring this up in my opening monologue. This was something from the Black Love channel, the channel where all those divorces take place. They bring in all the couples to talk about the whole black love experience, and then 2 years later they all getting a divorce. But this was a show. I did content on this a while ago. Where men were like the Black Love channel. That's this is a place. I guess this is the hub, the center that's most committed to black love. They bring men on, and the men talk like this. What we about to see here.
Okay.
And and it sort of reeks of one thing. It's the cobbled together Hotepian paradise community that Umar think can happen. You know, go dive on the grenades. You know, not even stepdaddy, and just go help raise some kids. Not even, you know, romantically or sexually involved with the woman. Just go be there for them boys. That that's the Umar Hotepian version. But these are people who actually are trying to do this thing in terms of family. But then you got, you know, men speaking very, very neuteredly. So let's go.
I don't think you know, I don't fair and strong. But you know, I don't think I think there's wisdom in realizing and acknowledging that, like, we don't know everything. We're not always right. And my wife can have a perspective that she enlightens me on. And so me acquiescing to what she's saying or me agreeing with her is not me losing my balls. Me admitting that what I thought is wrong is not me losing my ball. I think it takes balls to be able to say, as a man, you know what? You're right. You know what? Your way is better. Or I'm at least willing to try your way to see if it's better, because maybe it is.
Yep.
Right? Like we've all done things in life. I think
now the problem with what he's saying, when he's saying he don't have a problem with acquiescing to her. To acquiesce is to reluctantly yield to a superior authority. Like that's the definition of acquiescing. Acquiescing is essentially you're in a roundabout way, you're submitting. All right. Now there's another show on this where they had all these men and their wives were talking, and his wife was like the most aggressive, you know, of all the women on there, because it was the same group of men with the women, and his wife was the one. And then I told him early on what I'm not gonna put up with and what I'm not gonna do. Like she had that kind of energy, and I'm juxtaposing that with him sitting there saying, "Well, I'm not always right, so I have no problem, you know, acquiescing to what she wants, and because she may be right, so I have to, you know." See, and it's like, so it's like on one hand there's the Hotepian black love, then there's the yield and simp, basically submit to the woman type of black love, and it's like those are the tries and stabs at it. Go ahead.
They're one and the same. You know, that's the thing.
Okay, but they're not doing it. Go ahead.
Have you ever heard a term called Mother Europe? Mother Asia? Mother Australia? Have you ever heard some shit like that? No. How? Because the Hotep culture is a culture to the divine feminine. It is to the divine feminine. It's, you know, so yeah, it's one and the same in art.
I get what you're saying, but what I'm saying is this. Okay, I took some time to watch this channel. They don't be on no pro-blackity black Hotepian shit.
Okay.
So they're doing it from a different angle, from a different place, and they just bring it on black couples, just, you know, just talking. They're trying to talk about, you know, healthy black relationships, and that's in it of itself, that's a good thing. That's a great thing, but it's like they can't do that every time that they do that. The men gotta be just completely neutered and simped out. Completely neutered and simped out, and that's pretty much the game, and that's pretty much what they do on that channel, the same channel that produced all these couples that I highlighted, that are that went on the show and sat on the couch and talked and whatever, and they're no longer together. All those couples that go on there no longer together. Nothing leaked out that the man was just awful. It's just a lot of the shit. Just the women just said, "Fuck it, I don't want to be married no more." But
he has told us that couples like that don't last, you know, for a number of reasons. But you know, these domineering women with these, you know, appeasing men, are men who are willing and eager to acquiesce. They tend to not work very long, with the exception of Megan Good. That seems to be the oh, and by the way, shout out to Megan Good. But with the exception of that particular relationship, that seems to be the dynamic between, you know, Beyonce's mama and
what exception is with Megan Good?
I think from the outside looking in, and that Megan Good just found herself with a weird ass nigga that likes to cry. I think that, that, and she spent 10 years with him, and now she's doing a ride or die shit with Jonathan Majors. So salute to her for being a down ass chick when nobody else would, even Michael B. Jordan bitch ass, when nobody else would back him, she did. So salute to her for that. So yeah, shout out to her. Everybody else, their dynamic is that dynamic, in which is doomed to fail.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, well, see, here's the thing. I didn't even look at it from that angle with her being with Jonathan Majors after he got through with a Me Too sort of situation where the chick basically accused him of hitting her, and I think she later confessed that it was some bullshit. So I think, as far as I know, his name is pretty much cleared on that. I mean, reputation can always take a hit, but at least there was the public confession that that cleared him more or less.
Right.
But her, so her being with him, publicly appearing with him, that's good on her for that. But at the same time, I look at, and again, we're reading between the lines. They don't give all the details. As far as I know, that man don't have kids, and I bet he did want some kids, and I bet she's still trying to do her acting thing, and she ain't trying to have a baby, fuck up that body for 9 months. And I think it was more so of that she didn't want to have no kids. That was just my assumption with that. So I'm not gonna give her a pass because she's fine. Because you will give a pass to some pretty bitches. You will.
Well, of course, because they're better at being women. So of course they deserve special treatment because they are special. I understand that pretty privilege exists and that I get it. Nevertheless, we don't know what goes on with what went on between Megan Good and Devin Cook. We do know that this nigga was crying for no fucking reason. We do know that. So, and we do know that she did leave the situation amicably. She didn't go on some, I graduated to divorce bullshit like that. She didn't badmouth him. And there was no echoes or murmurs. She wasn't trying to get clout afterwards or nothing like that. In fact, we didn't hear from her since we seen her on Shazam looking good. Since we seen her on Shazam, and and this Jonathan Majors thing, and of course Harlem. So but did she go on a campaign, trying to besmirch him or on some weird ass shit like what's that, like that twin bitch? By the way, you the most fucked up twin. And well, no, I'm going into a tangent. But nevertheless, she didn't do any of that. That's all we know. We can assume because Black women have a high concentration of fucked up bitches that she is a fucked up bitch, but that is an assumption. Looking on what we know, she hasn't done anything fucked up but signed the divorce papers that he presented to her. That's all we know. And that she's backing Jonathan Majors.
All right, we'll move on from there. Nick Taylor in the building. Go ahead. You got welcome aboard. Welcome aboard.
What's going on, gentlemen? How y'all doing?
Pretty good, bro.
Doing great.
Oh boy. Look, I ain't gonna be here long because I'm manning my desk for about an hour until everybody else get back from lunch. Bruh, I'm looking at the two cat. I don't watch TV. I literally stopped watching TV a long time ago. I just hear about it in passing from other people and whatnot. But one thing I do know, every time I see something on TV, it's like it's only weak men are allowed to apply. It's like they go above and beyond to find the weakest males and put the with couples so he can get trampled underfoot. And is there one TV show on any of these so-called Negro networks like the on Harpo's thing? There's a Rainbow Rider running every show. There's a Rainbow Rider in every commercial.
Yeah.
There's Rainbow Riders. You got a Rainbow Rider managing a show about couples getting together. You know what I'm saying? And on this trip and that trip and doing this. Wait a minute. dude, what kind of man? BR, I'm quite sure you and GC, if somebody sent y'all to us and y'all been there and been like, okay, well, who's the moderator? Him. Who? Him. That dude right there? Yeah. Man, I ain't getting in this show. Is you crazy? There's no way I'm gonna sit up and make myself look like a clown letting a rainbow rider talk to me about anything dealing with a woman. So number one, that's number one. So that tells me either A, these people are pure trash, or B, they just doing it to get the check and give the impression that we're all trash. Either way, it doesn't help at all. That's like saying, okay, Bernard, I got a ball peen hammer and I got a claw hammer. Now, which one do you want me to hit you upside the head with? And you like, wait a minute, it's still a hammer. Okay, Bernard, right. Well, I'll hit you with the ball peen end instead of the flat end, and with the claw end, I'll hit you. And you like, Nick, I can hear Bernard not. Nick, it's still you hitting me with a hammer. And that's what they're doing. That's what they're putting out. So all the world get to see that this is all the Negro male has to offer is weak men and simp and rainbow riders that's running the show. And something else before I forget, I'm quite sure y'all probably saw it, but it's not gonna detract too far from what your title is with the future of Black Love. I know you meant the TV show. I don't know if you just meant Black Love in general.
But, no. I was asking is yes, hoes and hoteps. That's gonna be the future of Black Love or Black community. Just a bunch of hoes and a bunch of hoteps. Yeah.
You know who Sherry Shepherd is, don't you?
Yeah, I'm familiar with the name.
She was on I saw the clip of her on Steve Harvey, who's king. I think he's competing with Moist Boyce for King of the Simps, if you ask me. But anyway, they fighting over the crown. She sat on this show. I had to listen to it a couple of times to make sure I heard it right. And they said this has been out for a minute. What she said, that black men, married black men, that we need to take our time to go to the black hoods and help the single baby mamas with their kids.
Mm-hmm. Or you can mow your lawn.
and I was like, wait a minute, hold on, what? Okay, how many women with husbands do you think gonna be cool with that? Because I know mine ain't. I know mine will be like, what? Like, oh hell no. Look, why the hell? Why the married man? Why not the man that you laid down and got knocked up by? Why not by the man that you still banging? You think cause I tell people because they single mamas, they still banging. They still banging, but they don't want them to help with their children. They don't want them. They want married men that's committed to other people and have their own lives and their own children. And you want them to come away from them to come over here and help with hood rats? Now tell me that ain't more destructive than anything. That's destructive.
Yeah, only in my eyes, only a Hotep dude would do that. That's why I'm throwing it all back to Hoteps and hoes. That's what it's that's what it's going to end up being. But
why would Umar even entertain some foolishness like this?
Well, no,
and I ain't no Umar supporter. I ain't no Umar fan.
No, Umar, like you said that. Wow, you said you got to ask because I was going to talk about the Sherry Shepherd chick because what you said that she said is exactly what Umar ultimately said as well. Like both of them said the same thing. But what specifically do you know specifically what you did to get blocked on by Umar Johnson?
I challenged him on the education. I challenged him on the education system, and I put on there, and I put it out for all to see. I showed the email that I had sent him about him with his school, where I had offered, where if he was serious, that I had made a deal with someone that would provide school equipment, the desk and tables, and free transport. And I told, then the easy, but basically it was like, no, well, I don't want, I'm a chop it down. No, how about just send the money, basically? And like, no, how about I just give you the equipment? It's not going to cost you a dime, and I'll get it transported for free. I'm a RL Carriers contractor, and RL Carriers is nationwide, so I can get stuff moved. You know what I'm saying?
It's not like he was trying to help. It's not like he was trying to help. If anything,
I was.
So why you get blocked? We're trying to help
because I wouldn't give him the money. He blocked me and Carrie Dunmars. He blocked both of us.
Okay, so somebody was trying to give him valuable equipment.
Yep.
Essentially.
Yep.
And he would not accept the equipment.
Nope.
But would only accept the money.
Yep. This was years ago.
Ooh, that's bad.
Yeah.
And
so then when I said
let me say that like this.
Go ahead.
If I am trying to build a barber shop, and somebody is offering to give me a bunch of barber chairs that y'all been at the barber shop, those chairs. I cut my own hair, so I don't, but I know they crank up, they spin around and do lean back, So somebody's trying to give you some free nice barber chairs, and you decline that. You're building a barber shop, and somebody's trying to give you the barber chairs for free, and you decline that and say, just give me the money of the value of these barber chairs. That instantly makes me say, this person ain't really building a barbershop.
Yeah, exactly.
So
you're right.
You had every right to assume this nigga ain't actually building a school if he's turning down valuable resources for it, but will only accept the money, but then will block the person if they not going to send the money, but still got the offer on the table for the valuable equipment. That is wild.
Yes. And on the air conditioning thing that he said on there about the black air conditioners, I know two men personally. One of them I've streamed with multiple times that emailed him that he would help him with it, and he's licensed HVAC. I've streamed with this guy more times I can keep up with, and he showed it to me. He showed it to us. And Umar, and he never responded to him. He never responded. Now, I don't care that he went and used whoever the hell he done to use the HVAC. And I'm not saying that he's being disingenuous when he said he contacted some local folks and whatever the heck, because look, I've gotten crappy service from my folks before on different stuff. So I know I'm not the only one. But when I know this man personally, and I've known him for years, and he showed me the deal that he sent you, and you didn't respond. So that's all I have to go by. And then I put that with my offer to him. You know what I'm saying? How many chairs and desks are you talking about? Well, I got 40. But it's free. But Bernard, okay, that's 40 less that you gotta buy, right? Okay, you need 400. You need 400, but I got 40, and you can have them. That's 40 less that you gotta buy. What's the problem with that?
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild, man.
And he blocked all three of us. He blocked all three of us. All three of us know each other. He blocked all three of us.
Well, I mean, and that's because he wants to be famous for the attempt. Okay, so the movie Amistad, right? Very old movie, came out in the 90s about a slave rebellion, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then you had this white guy that did a scene with Morgan Freeman. And he said, it might be better for all involved if they lose this trial, this case or whatnot, you know. And that was so he can righteously say, you know, you see, look at this system. It's stacked against me, you know. And the worst thing to happen for an abolitionist, for many abolitionists, was the abolishment of slavery, because they liked being abolitionists. They liked being seen as in their attempt to abolish slavery. So, you know, they many weren't actually trying to fix the problem. Don't get me wrong, most were, but there were those who weren't trying to fix the problem. They just wanted to be seen as the fixers of the problem. Dr. Umar Johnson's school represents, you know, okay, we have settled this problem. We have fixed this problem. And then that is when it becomes problematic, because, you know, he's no longer looked at as the builder of something. He's just, you know, a person with a school.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Kenneth Williams in the building with the $5 super chat. Carlo in the building says, get the vucking likes up. Yes, the vucking likes. Absolutely, absolutely. Get the likes up. But all right, we at the 2-hour mark. We probably I'm about to probably go ahead and wrap this bad boy on up. But before we get up out of here,
welcome to Machismo TV, the ultimate destination for modern men seeking to upgrade their lifestyle. Subscribe to Machismo TV and Saul T-Balls. We stream daily from 12 midnight to 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the best male-centric content. Highlight reels without reviewing or providing any editorial bias to the content. We have done so much, with so little for so long. We are now qualified to do anything with nothing.
All right, we've done so much with so little for so long. We are now qualified to do anything with nothing. Thank you to everybody who supported the stream. Appreciate each and every one of you. And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, well, make sure you go subscribe to Machismo TV. Make sure you go subscribe to Machismo TV. The link down there in the chat room. Links in the chat room. But with that said, ladies and gentlemen, we are out of here. Peace. We gone.
Peace.